It's all around people. It's that individual, that patient. How we've seen someone whose life has been changed by what we've been able to do. And so as I look back, I see people's faces, the smiles as they've left the hospital. And I know that's when they've truly survived. For me, over the last 21 years, there's been a lot of hard work, an exciting journey, but I think today's just the beginning.
Mysterious, deadly bombings tonight in Indonesia.
At least 50 people have been killed tonight, many of them tourists.
The largest number of foreigners killed and injured in the Bali attacks were Australia.
Stood up, looked up in the air, there was a big ball of flame. Thought that was a bit weird. And as I went to sit down, the second explosion went. All of a sudden there was like survival instinct. You know you didn't want to be buried or burnt alive, and you just had to get out of there. And I think it's just it's a natural instinct that came in, and it just took over. At that stage, my hand was pretty much frozen with skin hanging off it. I didn't realise my face was burnt at the time.
I think we all changed as a result of that event. It was shocking on a lot of levels. But we were in a very, very privileged position in that we were able to do something about the aftermath for many young people, and Stuart is an example.
The spray on skin, you know, the grafting. Look, I've seen pictures of burns and you know, people who haven't had her care, and unfortunately, you know, there's been some pretty horrific scarring. Whereas this one, you know, you do what she said to do, as in a care of it. I mean, it's amazing. Some people don't really notice it. You only have to see with the work she's done how good she is.
He's an example of someone's life who changed in an instant, who couldn't have predicted it. And there he was. His life shattered. And our job, that we've been focused, our training, our planning, our preparation, was to deliver the very best care we could to him and all of those patients from that event. I feel very strongly it was a privilege to be able to do so.
As she poured the cup of tea down onto her stomach, which left scald burns to her stomach, her back and her arms. At the time, it was surreal. I wasn't sure what was happening, but I knew it was pretty bad.
Scald injuries are so common. 50% of our children coming through Princess Margaret Hospital are scalded. Hot drinks, noodles from the microwave, the kettle. Of all our burns, this is the group that we're able to change the most significantly over the last 2 decades.
They've gave Ella skin grafts, and she had skin cell to her chest. It's amazing. It's a group of people that want to change and help the lives of unfortunate children. And I owe my daughter's life to them, I feel.
The scars we have and we see in our paediatric scalds 20 years later are a fraction of what we saw 20 years ago. Is it good enough? No. Is it better? Absolutely. With Zeb, he was burnt extraordinarily badly. Very, very deep burns on his face, and we had to use all the technology that we could in order, one, to save his life, and secondarily to give him a face that he could face the world with. In addition to his face, Zeb's hands were very badly burnt. The salvaging of his fingers was a real challenge. And that goes as a real team effort with our intensive care team, our anaesthetic teams, our infection control, our nursing, our physiotherapy, occupational therapy, as well as the surgery. It's everybody's focused on giving the pair of hands that can be functional.
Some of the things I can do now, I can catch a football better, bounce a basketball better, pick up cords or stuff better. Before the treatment, that wouldn't be possible.
We have a goal one world, one level of burn care. To achieve that across the world, we need centres of excellence that are always pushing forward and innovating. So for us, going forward, we are well placed to be one of those centres of excellence. I'd like us to be the centre of excellence.
They're an amazing group of people and I owe my daughter's life to them, I feel.
You only have to see with the work she's done how good she is.
It made a huge difference to my life.
Never being satisfied with today. It's just the start of the journey for tomorrow. Understanding what you can learn, understanding how you can actually improve the quality of outcome, because I don't think any of us should get up in the morning to be average. I don't think any of my patients would be happy if I got up in the morning and believed average was good enough. I think we need to put ourselves in a position and support around us such that we get up in the morning and we do the best that we can, day in, day out.